Story time with Warhed.
The leader of the No Ring North, the Hardcore Hooligans, is Warhed himself.
The leader.
The leader, I don't know, the ringleader, so to speak.
We don't have a ring, though.
That's true, so there is no ring. You can't even call it a three-ring circus if there's no ring.
I'm just the brains of the operation.
There we go. That's better.
The director of the theatrical combat group known as No Ring North.
That show in November was crazy as fuck. Holy, yeah, even compared to the one in August, we were like, the three of us were just like, what the hell? This is nuts.
Ever since the first No Ring North filming, I've always tried to make it better than the last event, make it better than the last one, make it better than the last, and I just keep trying to outdo myself. And once I hit, an event where I didn't feel it's as satisfactory as the last, I'm like, fuck, how am I going to bring it back up?
Exactly. It's just a matter of topping yourself, I guess, right? And trying to...
Yeah, I've been doing it my whole life, man.
I can tell. From what I've watched this week, yeah, I can tell. Holy... But yeah, like the show in August was so crazy. Like, it blew us all away. Like, my girlfriend and my buddy Alex, neither of them had either been to a pro wrestling match at all. Like, not even, like, nothing at all. Like, they'd seen nothing before like this. So bringing him into this was just like, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm just as new to this as you are. We're gonna see what happens here. So it was great. It was really great, and we loved every minute of it. We're just like, this is fucking chaos. Like, yeah, both times I've blown my voice out just from screaming so loud.
It's exactly what I want, because then people at work the next day are like, what happened to you? And then you fucking tell them about this crazy ass event, because I want people that don't like wrestling to come to my events, because it's more than wrestling. It's like a whole like night out at the bar with live entertainment.
It really is. Like, and when I posted a few of the things from November, like even my story on Instagram, people were like, normies just like, what the fuck are you doing right now? What is this? Like, where is this? How can I get to see this? And I'm like, oh, do I have some stuff to show you? So it was just, it's really interesting just to see, like, just that, what intrigues people, like, just that, is this a bar fight happening? Is this what's going on? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's just really intriguing. It's like the Fight Club feel to it. Like, the people see the black guy at work and they don't want to ask questions, but they do want to ask questions at the same time.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I can only imagine. She's 20 years now, isn't it?
Yep. When I was in college, was it 2 years ago in 2019? I showed up to class. I think I only let one guy know that I'm a wrestler, but I showed up to class and my whole elbow was just fucking cut up and carved and scabbed up, and someone's like, I gotta ask. It's already like third period or fourth period. I gotta ask, what's up with your arm, man? I'm like, oh, nothing. Trip fell on about 16 cheese graters on the weekend, and then I just like totally no-sold it to the guy, and everyone's like, what the fuck?
What else are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna explain? Have you heard of wrestling? Have you seen the stuff where they hit each other with the really, like, the stuff you shouldn't hit people with? Like, yeah. It gives, like, it's honestly, when I was telling my, like, people I work with, I need this time off so I can go to Toronto for this event. Oh, what event are you going to see? Some music? I was like, no, it's not music. And they're like, what is it? And I was just like, and then I just straight up told them, I was just like, yeah, it's just going to be a fight with some weapons. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting. And then, like, are you participating? And I was like, no. I'm just going to watch this.
To make it sound classy, say, I'm going to see some improv theater.
Ooh.
I know, dude. I'm full of one-liners.
The no ring concept, was that just like a born out of necessity instead of like having to lug a ring around everywhere, or was that like a design?
I needed a new challenge because Death Proof, like, it ran its course. It was 10 years. How do you come up with new material after 10 years? Like, I had to do the whole evil faction thing twice, and I was like, all right, well, kind of sucks I'm recycling my own storylines and shit, but like, I just needed a new challenge. And the new challenge was to run wrestling events and draw a bigger crowd than the companies that have rings.
And so far, well, especially the one in Toronto, but I'm not the one in London too had a huge crowd too. So, I say you're succeeding so far.
I just want to keep it now. Like the next goal is like make it a traveling circus. London, Toronto, hopefully get into like Hamilton area, and just like boof, 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 and just create like this big. I don't want to say cult, but like for this following where the people come to the London show. We take a break, go to the Toronto show the next or 2 months later. Take a break, go to this one, and just we can't run monthly. That's going to drain me.
Yeah, and I think like just trying to get there, and especially if it's going to be in every different direction too for fans, it's just like, yeah, okay, we got like a couple more months, and then all right, we're gonna book it off for the next one, sort of thing. Like as soon as you announced WrestleMania, what was happening at the last one, I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing in April.
We almost had a January 1st event, but I felt it was too soon after the November 21st. I was like, I don't think I can promote it properly to get enough people in. Kind of kicking my ass now because, fuck, it would have been fun anyways.
Casanova, I couldn't wait. I can't wait for too. He got his passport. I saw that today.
Good. I gotta check my Facebook to see. Like, I gotta see it too. Like, all right, good. Now can we plan this shit? Fuck.
Please, God, I've loved that guy. He's such a character.
Yeah, and I gotta have him christen No Ring North. Like
the Godfather of No Ring Wrestling.
I wanted to run a no ring company. Like basically after I watched his shit, I'm like, this is fucking cool. I gotta do this. But I told myself I will not do it until he gives me his blessings. And over, messengers like, I love you, brother. Yes, you can run the show. I want to see you guys succeed. You guys are doing awesome. Blah blah blah. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. The future of No Ring North, other than WrestleMania, like what else do we have? Like I know there's some stuff you guys filmed that hasn't made its way out yet. Is that?
Yeah, the Skatepark mini deathmatch tourney. I say mini because it was only like how many guys? Oh yeah, it was 8 of us, and then the winner of each match goes into a 4-way elimination, and whoever comes out on top won, the belt. Spoiler alert, we already know who won the belt.
Yeah.
But wrestling in a skate park, that was fucking cool. Hard, because when you're like rolling or like grappling around and walking, when you're going up on the incline ramp, you really lose balance and we fall over a lot.
Yeah.
Like it looks fucking sloppy as shit, like we botched, but it's really you're just not used to
done
it.
That before.
Yeah, you're not used to walking up on inclines while wrestling, so you kind of like fall a bit.
But yeah, when Walton told me about that, I was like, no way. And he just sent me a picture of like all you guys just like chilling on the skate park. I was like, man, I can't wait to see that. That's so cool.
We're thinking of going down again. Obviously, it's gonna suck because like I don't know if we can actually sell admission, but we want to go down again because we can use light tubes there.
Yeah.
We used a lot of light tubes. I think we used about 30 light tubes or more. I can't remember. I know I bought a box and we brought a lot out. My match had like it was a light fixture match. So we turned off the house lights and we just had the light fixtures lit up. And every time we broke a light fixture, it would get a little bit darker. And, lights out match.
A literal lights out match. Rene Dupri in the light tube. I got showered with that glass.
Luckily, you enjoy that kind of shit. So it's like, whew.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. That was all part of it, man. I was also hammered as shit by that point.
Most people are at my events, man. It's a night out with entertainment.
But yeah, if you hear the video, my girlfriend was beside me. I said, get behind me, and I just put my hand up, and it was just whoosh. It was awesome. Fucking love it.
You were drunk, and Renee was drunk.
My girlfriend's to blame for that as well, too. She did a shot of Sambuca with him before we went out.
Because, the finish was supposed to be the exploding bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so fucked up, he was trying to push the red light and not the red button, and that's why it didn't go off on contact. It kind of happened a little
After.
after. So I'm like, all right, I gotta do the exploding bat because I'm the sober guy now. So I'm gonna make sure it works perfectly.
That was honestly the biggest trip ever. I came around the corner and you and him are talking, and I'm just like, holy fuck, it's Rene Dupri. Like, I saw him here, like, a couple kilometers down the road from where I live when he was wrestling for the WWE. Like, I saw him at that time, like, and on the TV, and then he's just like right here. It's like, holy shit, that's Rene Dupri. That's pretty cool. Like, and then I sat and then I talked with him. I was like, yeah, and I told him that. I was like, yeah, I saw you back in those days, and he's just like, man, you're making me feel old. I'm like, you're only like 5 years older than me, dude. Chill. Like, for real.
Well, you want to know what I told him? I said, I'll be completely honest with you. I've never seen a single one of your matches until yesterday when I looked you up on YouTube.
Amazing.
Like, that's why I didn't even know how to do the resistance dance. Like, I actually had to ask him, like, how the fuck do you even do it? I know you do a dance, but, like, what do? You just jump back and forth? Cash was doing it backstage. He's like, yeah, it's like this. But Cash is the biggest fuck.
You nailed it. Yeah, but after I saw them, like, oh, Dick, give me a shot. My girlfriend's a bartender. She's like got a tolerance for days, so she's like, oh, give me the strong shit, and he's like Sambuca, and she's like, whatever. And I'm just watching this, and afterwards I'm thinking, oh, poor Warhed. That was all Amber's doing there. She just, here, have the shot of this. Wham.
I was back there with him, and he downed 8 beers.
I don't doubt it.
And I paid for like half of them.
Oh man, but yeah, that was crazy. That with the lightning happening at the same time, that was so cool.
It was perfect. It was literally
Amen.
perfect.
Like you hit you, and then like all of a sudden, whoosh, flash of light goes by. I was like, whoa. And it came out perfect on the video too, because you can see the flash go across too. It's just like, that is so badass.
And the rain held off until right after our match. Oh,
right after. Like, we walked to the 7-Eleven around the corner and called our Uber, and we're standing under the thing like, oh fuck, thank God this waited.
I make events, and then I create, all the little tasks leading up to the events, making the weapons, making the graphics, advertising, selling the tickets. And then, as you saw that one picture of me sitting cross-legged, watching my own fucking vision come to life with the biggest smile on my face, that's my happiness, is watching.
I was sitting across from you watching that happen. I was just like, oh, he's having a hell of a time.
Because I get to watch my creations. Everything that I've been writing and building up to for the last however many months, I guess since August, it's worth it.
It's totally worth it. Like, man, it's always a blast going to those shows, and now my friends are like, when's the next one? When's the next one? Are we going to this? What's happening? It's just like, oh, don't worry, we're going, don't worry. And I think that's the part that I keep coming back to with all this, is just how creative you and like the rest of the lot are with what you guys are doing with this, and especially with Death Proof. Just like everyone can hit each other over the head with something, but it's a matter of like doing it in a different way, and like, oh, we're gonna have like a 2 out of 3 falls casket match and shit like that, like different scenarios like that haven't, like, just out of the box thinking and stuff like that. And that's what keeps bringing me back to it. And that was one of the things that drew me to it originally, because I'm from the punk scene where it's DIY. You have like a random, like a stage at some place, we're gonna go play a show there, and you guys are having a fucking fight in a random farmyard somewhere in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, or in somebody's garage. It's great. I love it. It's just that's what drew me in, I think, the most, just the creativity to it all.
The same thing Big Mike just told me last week. Big Mike, the tattoo artist. He's like, I love it, man. I love No Ring North. We love it because it's like DIY punk, man. I'm like, well, yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees that then.
If that's the kind of crowd I'm drawing, that's the exact crowd I want then. I want we don't have corporate people. We don't have investors. I lost money on a lot of those tapings because I actually paid for their gas, and shit like that. But like, yeah, we're DIY. We're homegrown hardcore. And I'm thankful for my crew, because my crew lives fucking out this way and out that way and out that way. and we all
No,
come
fucking
together.
Lindsay.
Oshawa, Windsor, St. Catharines, fucking Kitchener, like. But when we get together, it's family reunion, and we get to do what we love in front of people that love to watch what we do.
That's awesome, man. It's you really can tell like when you guys are all together and you guys are working. It's like yeah, you can tell it's all like this is a fun time. Like it's a good time to have.
But that's the thing. We put a lot of fucking heart and emotion into our product because we're all family. It's what we used to call like the Death Proof family. But No Ring North is even tighter. It's closer than Death Proof was. Like, I don't know why, but it is.